Hello, everybody. This is your host for Tiffany's Community Spotlight at Home and Cooking with Tiffany DuBois-Morales. Now, this is going to be part one of two or three, depending on how I feel. But a week from this coming Sunday is not only regular Easter, but Orthodox Easter. So I am going to be cooking. As you can see, I have gotten a beautiful semi-boneless leg of lamb that for the next week-ish or so is going to be marinating in dried spices, fresh herbs, and I do mean it, a ton of garlic. So sit back, relax, and we will be back. So the very first thing that we are going to get started with our leg of lamb is the dried spice rub, which if you are in Philadelphia, PA, please stop by Reading Terminal Market and say hi to all of the guys at Giunta's Prime Shop for having this beautiful leg of lamb available for me early, and the head nut at Reading Terminal Market as well for all of my various spices. So we are going to get started by doing a initial dried spice rub for our leg of lamb. A couple of notes on lamb. Being that I am Greek, lamb is extremely important to the Greek culture. It is the king of meats in our humble opinion. So, we can cook pretty much any cut of lamb. It takes extremely well to aggressive seasoning, and we enjoy the gamey flavor. So for our spice rub, we have our black peppercorn, our red pepper flake, cayenne pepper, sumac, my maras spice from Turkey, dried Mediterranean marjoram. It's been a little bit of a while, but we have a Greek Yiyas blend that incorporates a lot of the herbs and spices that are very popular in Greek culture. So I'm adding that as well. But first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and ensure that our leg is fully seasoned through. And that all of the excess spices do make it onto the lamb itself, which, man, this sucker looks amazing. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is stud our leg of lamb in garlic. So in the meantime, I am going to make some longer stabs to ensure that the garlic is fully immersed in our leg. So this is not me like going ahead and killing another lamb. This is normal. But we will be back after I've washed my hands and studded the garlic through. So we'll be back. All right, everybody, we are back. So as you can see, I am stuffing our leg of lamb with whole cloves of garlic. Now, going back to when I was a kid, I love lamb. For my birthday one year, my mom had gone ahead and made my favorite dish. Roasted lamb. She got a smaller leg because it was just, the 6 of us, but our father didn't particularly like lamb, so we didn't have it all that often. But whenever she would make lamb, she always studded it with whole pieces of garlic. So this is something that I have adapted and adopted whenever I do Orthodox Easter, which this year will mark, I think, 4 years of cooking the dish. Okay, everybody, we are back. Now, as you can see, our leg of lamb is studded in a ton of garlic, which in this case, for this recipe, I have measured half a cup of garlic pieces to stud the leg of lamb with. In here, you have a full cup of garlic. You have 4 pieces of serrano hot peppers, as well as the stems of mint, dill, and parsley herbs, which will be the herb rub that we do over the leg of lamb. This I'm just gonna go and mince and puree, and I have 5.3 fluid ounces of fresh lemon juice. I am just gonna go ahead and add. Acid is great at highlighting all of the various spices, and is a way to not fully cook like a lamb, obviously, but to help aid in keeping it fresh and everything else. So we have this. I'm gonna do a quick season, and then this gets spread over the meaty portion of the lamb, and then we will basically be ready to throw in our fresh herbs and say nighty night for at least a week. So come with me. All right. I wish you guys could smell how awesome this is right now. And I'd say consistency wise, this is exactly what you want to see when you do a mass mince on your garlic and herbs and hot peppers and everything else. But we are going to add the juices. And all of this to just kind of spread over. Now, not all of the garlic got minced in this dish, but you know, it's not meant to anyway. All right, we'll be back. All right, everybody, we're in the final stretch for this video. So I have seasoned our leg of lamb in our dried spices, which you can find over at the Head Nut at Reading Terminal Market. The leg of lamb is once again from Giunta's Prime Shop, also at Reading Terminal Market. And then this herb rub, the lemon juice, and some of the garlic all came from the Iovine Brothers at Reading Terminal Market, as well as Whole Foods. So, yeah. The last thing that we are going to do is just blanket this whole thing in fresh herbs. And then I'm going to do a final kind of rub down of our leg of lamb, because this isn't getting touched for another week. And you want to ensure that everything kind of gets fully coated. But part 2 will be when I show you guys how easy it is to make a fresh tzatziki sauce, and I may or may not, you know, do my own marinated olives as part of our appetizer selection. But from my household to yours, I hope you've enjoyed this little mini demonstration, and please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Tiffany's Community Spotlight at Home and Cooking with Tiffany on YouTube. Once again, I am your host for Tiffany's Community Spotlight at Home and Cooking with Tiffany, Tiffany DuBois-Morales. Bye.